Anthony Everman, assistant baseball coach for Arkansas State University baseball.
Thanks for having me, Coach Everman. I'm going to lead off, and why did you choose the profession of college baseball coaching?
Well, I've always enjoyed athletics, all type of sports growing up. Played football, basketball, baseball. Just always involved in the athletic field, so I wanted to do something that was involved with that when I got done with school, and had an opportunity when I was in college to run my hometown Little League and work with young kids all the way up through 7th grade, and really enjoyed that experience. So kind of led me into wanting to coach at the college level or high school level after I finished my degree.
All right, and how long have you been working in the field?
I've been coaching for 15 years total, Little League through Division I.
What advice would you give to someone pursuing this profession?
Be passionate about your job. I think it's a field that may not be compensated financially, but relationships and getting to see different parts of the country and having an effect on young men during a very impressionable time in their life is something that's not to be taken for granted. And if you're passionate about coaching, all those things add up to a wonderful career.
Would you recommend getting a master's degree for this profession?
Yeah, I would. If you're wanting to coach at the college level, I would recommend it. It gives you an opportunity to teach and also get to know the other side of campus, which is the normal student body. And but it also, if you get your master's in an area of sports science or athletic administration or something like that, I think it also gives you a broader range of understanding what the other sides of our business are, as far as facilities or financial implications of budgets, and and if it's more on the sports psychology, some of those classes to understanding stuff that can help you be a better coach.
And it's kind of hard to pinpoint. I'd say, how many hours would you say you work a week?
I think it really depends on what time of year you're talking about. In season, you're looking at some long days, and they add up to a lot of hours per week. But then you're talking about the summertime with recruiting. You may be gone for 4 or 5 days at a time, and it's hard to calculate the hours. How are you going to break that down? Is when you leave campus to go recruiting, is that when your clock starts? And when you come back, you could be gone for 4 days straight. So I think it kind of depends on the time of year you're talking about. If you're talking about the fall and our practice period, you're looking at probably 50 hours a week. But if you're looking at our spring schedule, you could be 75 hours a week or more. So it just kind of depends on how you break that down and how you look at when are you considered on the job.
And what's the biggest thing that you've learned from your coaching experience?
I think the biggest things that I've learned is you learn a lot about yourself and what you perceive as right and wrong, or what your experiences were growing up, how that affect who you are, and how you treat kids and how you interact with them also changes who they are. And it's an ongoing learning process for me. I've been doing it for 15 years, but I'm learning a lot about myself every year, and just the relationships with the kids and how that changes and how that affects their performance.
All right, and final question, what would be your dream job coaching scenario?
That's a really tough question for me. That's changed 3 or 4 times during my coaching career, what I considered my dream job. At this time, I don't really have a specific job per se. I just think anytime you have a job where you work with people that you enjoy being around, and you work with the kids that you enjoy being around you, and you're having a positive influence, I think that's the most important thing right now.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me interview you.
Anytime.